Depending on your background and experience, health can either be super simple for you or it could be really complex. I've met some people and they say, I'd love to eat healthier, I'd love to live a healthier lifestyle, I just don't know where to begin. Like, I wouldn't know how to begin that. So today, that's exactly what we are going to talk about. A couple things you can do today, right now, that are going to help you increase and level up your health life super simply, because it can be complex if you don't know what you're doing. Now, I have had over a decade of experience in this. Almost my entire life has been a constant evolution of my health life and of my health journey, and that's because of my life as a family. My family has had a lot of health challenges throughout the years, really just since I was born. We've been on this journey through a long period of time, and today I want to bring some of those things, some easy, simple pieces to you so that you can start that journey too. Let's get into it. Number one, drinking water is really important. Now, on the flip side of that same coin, drinking all sorts of beverages is really not good for you. If you're drinking a lot of beverages, I know people who only drink soda. Every time I see them, they have a soda or they have some sort of non-water beverage. You've got Gatorade, Red Bull, coffee, all the sodas, juices, all these things. What's the problem with these? They're really, really high in calories and sugar. All of these. Now here's the thing, our bodies are addicted to calories and sugars. They want things like the salts, the fats, the sugars, because that's what our brains say is going to help perpetuate our survival. The problem is that we get hooked on those things because they're quick wins, right? They give us that instant boost of energy, when instead what our bodies actually need and what they can be trained to go back to eating are things like meats and vegetables and your other assorted foods. And that's really literally all you need to be eating. So an easy way to just start doing that and start working on that is to swap out whatever beverages you're drinking just for water, normal plain water. Don't add anything to it, just drink water. It's really that simple. The problem you might experience though is that your body's going to be craving and wanting those foods. So that's why we're taking this one step at a time. So that's kind of like level one, drink more water, drink less beverages. Number two would definitely be to swap out those foods that you're eating constantly throughout the day. Snacks, really bad for you. One of the best things that you can do for your body is to just stop snacking. Because sometimes we're snackers, I know people who eat a lot more snacks, I know people who don't eat any snacks, I know people who always eat breakfast, I know people who don't eat breakfast, right? So you gotta just kind of eliminate those things, and everyone does it differently, but the optimal way to do this is really just to not eat those snacks, especially the unhealthy snacks. Now here's the thing, if you want to eat a snack, you absolutely can, and I'm not going to get way into the weeds here because you have things like digestive time. Depending on what that food type is, different foods digest longer or slower. If they mix in your stomach, they can ferment, which causes all sorts of gross problems in your stomach. So we're not going to get into any of that today. For now, just cut out the bad foods if you're snacking. If you want to snack, eat a piece of fruit and eat some nuts. That's really all you need. Eat an avocado. Eat things like that where it's going to be simple, and that's all you're going to need. Number three, focus on these main food groups: meats, vegetables, and other assorted foods. Now, what are the other assorted foods? Normally you're going to hear things like, the healthy plate thing, right? What's that? The nutrition plate, the nutrition pyramid. And usually it has your proteins, your fats, your things like that. You get your grains, get your milk, things like that. None of it's real. It's all fake. And so what we need to be doing is focusing on getting our meats, because that has the proteins and the minerals and vitamins that we really need. You can't find it anywhere else in your foods. We're going to need to focus on vegetables because that has the macro and, more importantly, the micronutrients that are super important for our bodies that we just cannot live without. You can eat all you want and you can live in a state of nutrition deficit. You're not eating the right foods. So we need to eat the right foods in the small ways for ourselves, as well as the big foods, macros and micros, right? Macronutrients, micronutrients. A lot of people in the health world focus on their macronutrients, but sometimes they'll end up, and I've seen it before, like Alex Hormozi just posted a video not that long ago about those kinds of foods. Eating your macronutrients is important, but you also can't neglect micronutrients. So that's what those vegetables are going to do for you. And other would just be things kind of like grains, but really you don't need all of those types of foods. Those are going to be mainly your carbs, your big fillers, right? You got your rice, you got your grains, things like that. But avoid high carb, high fat foods in the saturated market. You don't want saturated foods. What you want are proper complex fats, and you want things that are going to be healthy fats. Avocados, those are more like in the vegetable category. But focus on things, instead of eating like just a ton of random stuff, get rid of the potato chips. Substitute that for something like rice, because rice is a better substitute, although it's still completely void of any sort of nutrition. So that's really more of a filler and just more of something to get your carb count higher and to get your calories up. But if you pair it with those foods, you'll get a more proper mixed balance. Health is actually really simple once you know what you're doing, and it can be difficult to know where to even begin. So if you want to learn more, then let me know down below what you'd like to learn more about in the health world, and also subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you know when I'm releasing a new podcast episode, when I'm releasing something new, because I'm going to progressively add more and more in, and over time as you're listening, you'll be able to just layer on, because I believe in habit stacking and I believe in taking it one step at a time. So subscribe, hit the notifications, that way you know when I release new videos, new podcast episodes, and you can begin stacking the things that I'm going to teach you throughout your life. And let me know what you want to know more about down below, because we still have a growing audience, rapidly, but it's still kind of small right now. So I can really get in there and get you guys the content that you want. And I hope that's what I can do for forever. But for now, I really don't have that many people. But for now, that is all. Let me know, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video right here, then drop a like and let me know what you thought about it, and let me know what you want to hear more of yourself. Is there a topic that you'd like to discover more about that I can help you out with and that I could make a YouTube video about almost specifically for you? You know, our audience is growing right now, but we have it small enough that I love this. We're able to actually make content tailored to you guys and exactly what you're talking about. So I want to know, leave a comment down below on Spotify, use the Q&A box to let me know. I'll see these things, I'll check them out, and I can't wait to hear more from you and to be able to connect and learn from you just as much as I hope you are able to learn from this podcast. I will see you guys in the next video.